It's another chat on the Journey Show. We are being accommodated at Emo Adams' All-Star Theatre in Brackenfell. Over the last 2 years, maybe 2.5, 3 years on the show, we've had a number of talented sons and daughters of Cape Town sharing their story and their journey with us. Today, no different. We are in the esteemed company on the show of the legendary, the iconic Mr. Zain Adams. To the live audience, your hands in mine for our special guest, Mr. Zain Adams.
Thank you very much.
Zain, I must be very honest and straight up with you. I've interviewed you on my radio show already, and I've always dreamt of having you as a guest on this show. And fortunately, for me and the viewers and the audience as well, that day is today. So we are honored to be in your company, and we are so happy that you've taken time out to meet with us today. 51 years.
Yes.
And 8 months, actually, to be
Exactly,
specific.
yes.
An amazing journey.
And I'm only 52. Yeah. It's been a wonderful journey. It's a good business to be in if you are positive about what you want to do, because the business, music business could be very, very harsh and very cruel. And there's so many people that wants to get into the business, but they, like the Ibrahim said, if you're not fully aware of what you really want, then take another course, take another direction, because this business can break your heart very, 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 very painfully. But if you are dedicated and you want something out of life, and it's the music industry, make sure you're ready and prepared for it. I've enjoyed it. It's been hard. It's been great. And it could be very profitable as a business. Don't tell the tax man that. It's a really good business to be in. You meet most of the best part of the business is meeting people, traveling to countries, meeting other nations and stuff. It's very educational. If you want to do this business, be serious, be dedicated, and then you'll find the success.
Zain, looking at it, it's impossible for us to encompass it and cover it in 10 minutes on the show.
Yes.
It's not going to do justice. However, some memorable moments in this 51-year and 8-month journey of yours.
Yes. It's been, look, 51 years in the business, you can just imagine what ups and downs you go through. But the ups were much more enjoyable than the downs, and there's been more ups than downs. I've had great friends. I still have great friends in the business. The greatest thing for me in this business is the fact that I've survived it. To survive it for so long, through the years, political years for us as artists and musicians were very hard. We had to battle. We had no TV, by the way. We had no freedom to choose where we can perform, what we can perform. We had to do it the hard way. And you guys that's out there competing here today, you are having a holiday doing it compared to what we had to go through. But like I said, if you love what you're doing and you know where you want to go in the business, all it takes is your heart and dedication. And I've seen some wonderful talent here today. I've seen some incredible talent. I'm looking at them. And these are some of the things that I always treasure, meeting people in the business, seeing new talent coming up. It is one of our pleasures. When you've touched on the good parts of music, when you've touched on the good parts of music, you will know exactly what I mean when I say to you, it is a great enjoyment to have success in this business. And that has been my best feeling, and the best times that I've had in this business is the fact that I've had success. I've had wonderful success because the people of this country has kept us alive for so long. There's new artists that's coming up, artists that's been there. For instance, I don't know if he's family of mine, but he's in Adams. That gentleman over there is part of the pleasure that I've had because I've known them from small, both the brothers, Lukman and Emo, and to see what they've achieved in show business, which was impossible years ago. This is part of the pleasure that I have, because it convinces me if you stick to your guns, you can achieve it. He's a successful businessman. He's an amazing entertainer. Bitchy mal, but okay. These are the things that I have been very, very gifted to witness, that this business can bring a lot of success, especially if you look after yourself. No dope, no drugs, and respect for your mother and your father is very important, especially your mother. God looks after you then, you know. That is part of my policy of life.
Zain, I think that definitely deserves a round of applause. Wise words, 51 years and 8 months to be specific. Zain, just before we conclude our conversation on the journey, a few months ago, I had the honor of interviewing Emo Adams on the show.
Yes.
And I made reference to talented sons and daughters of Cape Town.
Yeah.
And in and amongst those, I enumerated on all of those individuals I had on the show, including Emo Adams, Riyad Musa, Stuart Taylor, some of our local sports stars, Shameen Adams, Bola Conradi, Herschel Gibbs. They've all been on the show.
I've seen them
all. And when I made reference to talented sons, he told me, if you want to talk about talented sons, we need to go back before us, i.e. them.
Okay.
And he says, let's look at the work that the late Tali Peterson did. Zain Adams, Jonathan Butler. They were allowed, a maximum of 20 minutes of airtime on radio per week. And today, us as entertainers in the industry, we allowed the freedom, radio, TV, and we have all the forums open to us. That platform that you guys, as iconic figures, have laid for Emo Adams and many others cannot be forgotten.
No, it cannot. And when you see that they've grasped it with both hands and they cherish it because their life depends on it, that is amazing moments. That, like I said, us sitting here having had the hardest times in show business, and to see that it has changed for the better, and you see people like Emo, people like Lukman, Talib Al-Raham, all of this, when you see the success that they have achieved, it makes you feel good because you know that it hasn't been a useless exercise, you know. That has always been great for me to see the people that I've worked with are successful. They're still successful. I mean, I'm coming to perform in this place of Emo's, the All-Star Theatre. I'll pay him to come here, but don't tell him. But we've spoken about it, and imagine an artist. I am going to be working in the venue that belongs to an artist. Unheard of. Unheard of. My God, it's unheard of, I tell you. Brings me to tears.
Portland's Meat Hyper and Delhi, Marydale and Montague Drive's Mitchell's Plain, ideal for all your meat deli requirements. Renowned for quality sausage, super braai packs and chicken. Portland's Meat Hyper and Delhi in Marydale and Montague Drive's Mitchell's Plain. Taste quality. This conversation can continue. Zain, I'm going to ask you, with so much of respect and honor, to close and conclude our interview by doing a live performance for the audience, and I think importantly, to the viewers of the show, The Journey.
Only
Please
a pleasure.
honor us.
Okay, will be a pleasure. Wow. Can I stand for this?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I'm a pensioner, by the way. This is one of my success stories. Wonder how you are. I love you. Oh, how I miss you. 'Cause you're my way of life. Can't forget how you looked when we fell in love the first time. Won't you give a little love this time? Hold me in your loving arms this time. Oh, how I need you here today, 'cause yesterday's gone away. Oh, looking back in time, I see you. It's only daydreams, still on my way of life. Oh, how can I feel the sun when you're not around anymore? Won't you give a little love this time? Hold me in your loving arms this time. Oh, how I need you here today, 'cause yesterday's gone away. And I can't forget how you looked when we fell in love the first time. Won't you give a little love this time? Hold me in your loving arms this time. Oh, how I need you here today, 'cause yesterday's gone away. Oh, looking back in time, I see you. It's only daydreams, still you're my way of life. Oh, how can I feel the sun when you're not around anymore? Won't you give a little love this time? Hold me in your loving arms this time. Oh, how I need you here today, 'cause yesterday's gone away. You want to help me with a chorus? Won't you give a little love this time? Hold me in your loving arms this time. Oh, how I need you here today, 'cause yesterday's gone away. Yesterday's gone away. Yesterday's gone away. yesterday's gone away. Thank you very much. You are so kind. You are so kind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary,
Thank you.
iconic
Thank you
Mr.
very
Zain
much.
Adams on the journey at the All-Star Theatre. It's been an absolute honor. I'm glad this day has finally arrived, Mr. Emo Adams. It's something that I thought of, and I never thought that we would do it at the All-Star Theatre. What an honor, an absolute honor. A final round of applause to our special guest, Mr. Zain Adams.
I'm so sorry. If only I had just one last chance. I'm so sorry. But now it's too late to explain. I only live for today and never really thought about anyone else. It was all about me, myself, and I. Never did I ever stop for a moment to think. I was staring out